3 big bucks out.
Gosh, I love this time of year. The excitement that builds up with all the prep work and scouting big whitetail bucks. I'm ready to have an anxiety attack come season. Well, everything that could go wrong has went wrong so far, so we're hoping to have a change in luck here soon. We got a big buck on trail camera this morning. This is a deer that we've never laid eyes on, but yet again, we've known him for years. I just killed him. That is what you dream of as a whitetail hunter, right there. Growing up, living the outdoor lifestyle ever since I could walk, it has instilled a passion within that is greater than any other.
Got a date with a big buck tonight.
Hunting has taught me an appreciation and love for the animals we pursue and the wild places they call home. But above all, when your hard work meets opportunity and the moment of truth presents itself, the period of time when the whole world stops and you're completely engulfed in the moment, there is truly nothing like it. I just killed the bull of my dreams. Smoked him. This buck is what dreams are made of.
Oh my God.
He's down.
Yes! Dropped him in his tracks.
After all these years and the amazing experiences with loved ones, I've never been more thankful to be a hunter. Enjoy the show. Well, it's here. Another trail cam season has arrived and I am so excited to be back out in the bush, and it just feels right. And anticipation's really high. We had a lot of great bucks on camera last year and hoping for a lot of the same this year. So we're back out where we were hunting my dream buck last year, ended in absolute heartbreak, but we did get a picture of him a month later and he was still alive. Nothing since then. What we've been doing was we haven't really set up, this will be our first reveal that we're putting out, but we have regained permission and got permission on this brand new beautiful piece of quarter that we're standing on right now that borders where we hunted Manny and a lot of nice bucks last year. So we're gonna do a little walk, scout the property where we're gonna put some tree stands up, throw up this reveal and wait for some pics to come in and hopefully see a familiar rack. So let's get after it and hope for a great whitetail season. After deploying 11 reveal cell cams in our different whitetail spots, we couldn't wait for pics to start rolling in and reveal what bucks were hiding amongst the summertime foliage. Moment of Truth TV is brought to you by Conlin Motorsports. Find your adventure. iHunter app. Know your regs inside and out. Black Widow Deer Lures. #1 whitetail estrus and deer scents. Tacticam. Share your hunt. Sights and Arms, your firearm specialists. Prime Archery, the most accurate bows on the planet. Dry Shod, Canada's most wearable rubber boot. Huntworth Gear, when concealment matters the most. And by Ramrod's Archery, premium hunting stabilizers.
with lots of trail camera pics starting to roll in from our various spots, some new and familiar bucks from years prior. It was time to head out and do some glassing through our Burris optics to get some more intel.
Alright, it's a beautiful evening. Getting out for some scouting. I just got out here, and this is a brand new property that we just acquired this year. We set up a reveal and it's been sending us some pictures of some bucks, including one real good one. Trail cameras are an awesome tool, but you can definitely cover more with your eyes. I got the Burris optics ready to go tonight. I'm gonna make my way in here now and hope for a good night. Beautiful. I just slipped down the road. There's bucks everywhere. I can't believe it. Oh, there's some nice bucks that we don't have on trail camera yet. This is exciting. They're starting to work their way towards me, heading to the alfalfa. I'm gonna slip out of here. Oh, that was unbelievable.
As the summer progressed, we continued to scout and look for bucks in multiple different spots, where we got to lay our eyes on some good deer. With the stage set to hopefully encounter a shooter buck, we kept our near daily shooting reps going, making sure both ourselves and our equipment were dialed in and ready for season.
Well, it's opening day, the moment we've been waiting all summer for, and we're getting ready to head in to see if our sweat equity and summer scouting paid off. We're going into where we hunted Manny last year. He's MIA, but his buddy showed back up, and one in particular, Sid, is looking beautiful. Big, mature body, sporting a good rack. So that's kind of our main target tonight. He was in the standing oats last night with his traveling companion, hammering the standing oat crop. It could be good. We're gonna head in there. It's really windy today, but I'm just praying it calms down for last light. And in years past, that's worked out really well for us here. Fingers are crossed. Let's head in there and see what happens.
So we just got up into the stand. Unfortunately, we spooked a muley doe. I'm not sure if she was bedded right below the stands or what, but she snorted twice. Not ideal at all, but it's windy enough maybe the sound didn't travel, and if they're deep enough in the bedding bush behind me, we might have a chance. The gusts are getting further apart, wind's calming down a bit. I'm just praying Sid makes an appearance, or I'd be happy to see any deer tonight, to be honest. So we're just gonna settle in. We got about 3-4 hours to sit.
But we just got out of there, and man, I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the worst opening day sits we've had in years. We've been super fortunate the last few years. I killed a buck, seen a bunch of action, passed a beautiful buck last year because we were hunting Manny, but you know, it just might have been one of those nights. There's a few different variables that could have caused us not to see a whitetail. Could have been the muley snorting. We've seen every critter here except the whitetails, elk, moose, and mule deer. So we're just gonna regroup, that's okay. And hopefully the next sit's a better one and we can release an arrow. Well, it's night number 2. We're getting ready to head in and I'm very excited. With a strong south wind, one place came to mind. It's the Old Faithful spot. We've had such great memories here, and what I love about this spot is we've been able to watch deer grow up throughout the years, including the buck we're going in after tonight. We call him Otto. We watched him for many years, and including this summer, he was out feeding in the canola. He's been pretty consistent on the Reveal cell cam, coming out to this natural field to feed, and we're just gonna have to hope that keeps up and we can get in there. So let's head in there and see what happens.
Unfortunately, our excitement dwindled as the night went on, watching ducks bobbing for hours on end with no deer sightings. The next night, we were right back in the same seat, hoping for a different result and maybe to see our first white-tailed deer. Unfortunately, the result was the same until we were walking out and saw the bachelor group of bucks on the other side of the property.
Well, it's September 4th, and it's the 4th consecutive day of an absolute heat wave. It's been well over 30 degrees Celsius every day here, and I think it's been affecting our deer movement. We haven't seen a white-tailed deer in 12 hours of sitting, so gonna make our way in there. It's gonna be so hot because we have a bit of a trek. We're gonna try to get in nice and quietly, and pray maybe we'll see a deer tonight. 4th night's the charm, hopefully.
Finally, there stood a whitetail, but while we were watching him, we could see a person walking right through the deer's bedding area, cutting down tall grass, sending this buck running.
We went into our other spots, and unfortunately we did have some trespassers going right into the deer's bedding area. They actually had a camp set up in there, but we have another spot pretty close by, like a couple minutes away. The sun is going down, but we're gonna run and gun in there and see what happens.
Shortly after slipping into our stands, we had some mule deer bucks come out. It was awesome to see, but once again, it was the wrong flavor. Our bad whitetail luck didn't end there. It seemed as if every time we went out, we had something screw up our hunt.
Well, we're getting the runaround. We just went to 2 different stand locations and had deer bedded right below them, and they snorted and ran.
Well, we just got settled into our 3rd stand of the night. I think we got into this one without disturbing anything. Check the camera. Sure enough, there's a shooter buck on it. But we're gonna get settled in and hope for a good night.
It's endless. 3 tree stands tonight and 3 screw-ups. I think we're like 10 for 10 on sits and something messing it up. It's weird. Well, that's a wrap on the night. She was circling and caught one of our tracks coming in, and then the snort fest began. But in the meantime, we're gonna keep plugging away and hopefully can get a nice buck in front of us.
Having a difficult start to our whitetail season, we're hoping persistence proves to be deadly and we have a change in luck in the near future. Moment of Truth TV is brought to you by Revolution Archery, Canada's best custom shotguns. G5 Outdoors, designed to hunt. Burris Optics, find what matters. Reveal cellular cameras, always on the hunt. Victory Archery, the carbon arrow experts. Kent Cartridge, quality matters and performance counts. RV City, generations of family fun. and by Tween Lake Feed Solutions, quality wildlife feed.
Well, it's our 10th sit for whitetails, and I'd be lying if I said we weren't struggling. I don't know what's going on. We've been dealt a few curveballs, but we've hardly encountered a whitetail buck. We're going into a spot where I have a little bit of confidence that we're going to see some deer. They've been showing some daylight activity, and since he swapped this canola, they've been feeding in it. So we're going to hopefully slip in there undetected, and I think if we can get up into those tree stands without a deer snorting at us, we should see some deer. Well, that's a wrap on our best sit this season for whitetails. We finally had a buck encounter, just beautiful full velvet whitetail, but he's just not quite there yet. I think Kaylin would be a lot more happy with him, and if not, he gets another year and grows into a nice buck. But we saw 2 bucks, had some does behind us. Hopefully that's a change in momentum, and our next sit we can start seeing some big deer. So we're gonna keep at it and hope for the best.
And the next sit brought just that. One of the nice bucks we scouted this summer came out right below our stands on the other side of the field. And with momentum taking a turn for the better, we're excited to keep at it.
Well, it's September 23rd, and we got a big buck on trail camera this morning. This is a deer that we've never laid eyes on, but yet again, we've known him for years. It's just one of those things. The deer in here is so smart. The first picture all year, he was with a doe, and we're hoping he's bedded in the bush there, because that just increases our odds tremendously. So we're gonna slip in there nice and quietly and see if we can get up there, not disturbing anything, and hope for a great night. Maybe we'll lay eyes on this giant buck.
Well, I think we had a good crack at him tonight, but he was bedded literally 15 yards from our stand. We tippy-toed in. He heard us and ran back into the bush deeper, so we're coming to our other tree stands, the ones he ran towards, and there's good trails in here, so you never know. Chances are after bumping him, he's not going to come out in daylight, but he had no clue what we were. I don't even think he would have saw us, so we're going to head in there and see what these stands have in store for us tonight. How cool is that?
Did you get it? I just killed a giant, Dad. I just killed a mega giant. I just killed a mega giant. Dad, I told you I heard something coming, Dad. He's freaking huge. Oh my God. I just stroked him.
What a night.
Dad,
Everything is just crazy.
you know what? We worked hard for that one. We've just been having a rough go with whitetails, and I just turned. That was the coolest thing I've ever experienced. I looked down, he's at 10 yards with a doe. That same doe. Guys, you know what? I'm just gonna say this. You have to stay persistent. We bumped him right below our other stand, and I was devastated. We almost didn't hunt tonight, but you were like, you know what? We're gonna go to our other tree stands, and we haven't been in here for 2 years. I just killed him. Oh, I'm shaking like a leaf. I didn't even have time to get nervous. I just put that 20-yard pin on him and stroked him. Dad, can you believe it? He's huge. Just incredible. That is what you dream of as a whitetail hunter, right there. Oh, I was so nervous that he was gonna see us, or the doe was gonna see us. I was tapping Dad. I have to take a second to soak this in, because I am having a dream season right now. I killed a 365-inch buck, a beautiful bull moose, and now a 170-plus-inch whitetail, I think. Yeah, hopefully he's down. I'm almost certain it was a perfect shot. He was quartering away. I put it right in there. And
Good job, mate.
yeah, I'm gonna soak in this moment. Good job, Dad. Well, we just climbed down out of the tree, and we're gonna walk over, see if we can find my arrow. I'm not sure if it passed through him or was just dangling on the other side, but we're gonna trail the blood, and hopefully he's laying there. Well, here's point of impact. Look at the blood. instantly lots of blood in the canola here. I mean, if that's not a good sign, I don't know what is. Look at the blood. There's my arrow. Look at that. Couldn't be more painted red. Let's go check out this big buck. See the hoof? See the hoof? Isn't that a hoof? It's a hoof.
Right there.
Yes! He didn't go 70 yards. Oh, he piled up hard right in here. I want to check him out. I might just killed the biggest buck of my life. He's bigger than we thought. Dad!
Mitchell.
I think that's one of the biggest bucks I've ever shot. And for it to be a perfect shot and him not go 60, 70 yards. Look at this. Look at that flyer off that side, Dad. Mega giant. Look at the mass. Well, everyone, here he is, my mega giant. I can't even believe it. This is such a surreal moment. It's just an absolute dream come true. We've had a tough whitetail season so far for seeing deer, but it's amazing how fast they can turn around. You just got to be persistent, and you just never know what's going to happen. So thanks, Dad, for sticking with me through it all. We got an absolute mature whitetail. These mature bucks are so hard to catch up with, and we've taken a giant buck the last 2 years, 2 wall hangers. It's really a dream come true. I can't even believe it. So, oh, just a magnificent archery whitetail. I'm gonna appreciate this guy for a long time, and I couldn't be happier. He's one of my biggest to date, I think, because he's just huge. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we did making it. It was just truly a hunt of a lifetime and a night I will never ever forget. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, big guy.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Burris Optics. Find what matters.